Hey dreamers, how are you? Today's video is going to be a commentary on or over the footage of my first Fortnite win. Um, this was maybe a few months ago, and I would say it probably took me a couple of weeks worth of like playing consistently to finally get my first win. So I hope you enjoy. um, Here I'm choosing to drop into Tilted. I think I was already a few games into this, I guess, play session. Obviously, hadn't won any up to this point, so I just decided to drop into Tilted. Tilted is if you're familiar with this game, kind of a 50-50 chance. I would say maybe 90% of the time, you will die. Within the first at least 5 minutes of dropping into Tilted. But of course, everyone goes there to get the most action. It's actually a good way to kind of drop in and drop out. You know, say you only have a few minutes to play the game. It's probably the best place to go to just see a little bit of action, play for a little bit. But yeah, so I decided to drop here, kind of take my chances, and I was feeling particularly good. I really like this building. It's got some good places to hide, kind of catch people around corners, as you'll see coming up soon. I love this character, by the way. It's the one of the skins for Valentine's Day. If you didn't know, these yellow pallets actually give you more material. Actually, I don't know if they do that anymore after the most recent update, but last time I checked, they give you more resources than regular materials. Ooh, took a little bit of fall damage there, but hey, purple assault rifle. Actually, I'm not really sure if I like that weapon. Obviously, it's got the scope. It's pretty strong, but I don't know. It's not good for at least this situation in close quarters. So I think here I hear some footsteps. Kind of trying to figure out what's going on. If perhaps they're on top of the roof or inside with me. So I'm searching and searching and oh, hey, look at that. Ouch. Took a huge hit there. And they're obviously starting to build up, so I throw a couple nades to see if I could destroy some of what they were building. Obviously, I got my sound up, turned to like 11 so I could hear every footstep. Pro strats. Actually, sound is a huge part of this game. I've played with a lot of people who, you know, just have the sound playing through their TV, not even wearing a headset. I'm like, why? So you've already, oh, look at that. A little slow-mo for you. Caught him right off the corner. Had to do a little dance on him too. It was a fun little battle. So obviously I'm gonna check my materials, check all the weapons I have, see what I need, grab what I can, and continue. I think at this point I kind of want to hold this building for a little bit. Usually that's kind of how I play. If I land somewhere, I kind of try to stick to one area and clear that out before I move on to the next. And actually you'll see here later in the video, I'll use sound to my advantage to kind of bring people closer to me by just, you know, putting out random shots and getting people to think you're in a battle when really you're just kind of waiting it out. I hear some footsteps over here and oh, that guy had no idea. Do a little dance on him too. I don't think there's anything wrong with a little gloating, or anything wrong with a little gloating. So here I see that, you know, the Tilted's still in the circle, so I'm just kind of putting out random shots to see if I can entice anyone else who might still be in Tilted to come to my general vicinity. I think I hear a chest here. nothing really good in that one. Now this is my second favorite building, right across from this one. Here again, I'm putting some more shots, just to make some noise, kind of put out a little distraction. Again, just to get anyone interested. But this building that I'm looking at right here is one of my favorites, and you'll see why. Got a couple items here. I think I hear someone somewhere in this building. Let's see if we could take him out. Walking around. Just being extra careful. Super careful. Again, just really using the ability to peek around those corners. Sometimes it's good to just wait for it. Oh. A lot of the times when you play these kinds of games, you always feel like you have to like go, 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 go. But if you take a little time to just sit still for a minute, listen to your surroundings, look around, you'll see everyone else who's just running around with their heads cut off. Again, just putting more shots, using this building as a cover. I've actually never been really good at, especially in this game, like picking people off from far away. At least not with like assault rifles. Snipers, I can be decent at for sure. But like, I don't know, I never understand the idea behind using like a submachine gun or an assault rifle from like 3,000 miles away trying to pick somebody off. Like, I guess you could get lucky, but I feel like it's a waste of shots and you're kind of giving away your position at that point. But, you know, everybody plays a little differently, I guess. So I'm still searching for this guy to see if I could maybe pick him off. See if he'll run around. Put some more random shots into the building just to see if anyone will come. I think, so earlier I had placed the trap. I don't know if you saw that. This is why I like this building. If you get lucky and you have traps, you can kind of strategically place them to where you can catch people off guard. And here you see I'm kind of messing around with the traps. See if I can maybe get somebody else. So far this is 4 kills. At this point my adrenaline's running. I'm like, alright, sweet. So I think here I fast forwarded a little bit of the game, cut out a bunch of fluff just because nothing was really happening. I was just kind of waiting it out at that point. The circle was still encompassing Tilted. Right now it's Tilted is just right on the edge, so I'm still just scouting, trying to see if there's anything that I can see. Have some guy in the corner there trying to shoot at me. At this point I think everyone's just trying to get to the circle. It's interesting looking at this older footage from before, like, you know, the most recent patch. 'Cause I don't know, I guess depending on how often you play, you know, there's could be huge changes within the patch. I know a lot of people aren't really happy with some of the changes that were implemented. I don't know, I feel like after the most recent patch, the shotguns got a little, I don't know if they got nerfed, but I don't know, they just don't react the same. But maybe that's just because I haven't played in a little bit. These are the kind of games that you really need to be consistent with, and just play regularly. You don't have to necessarily no life it and play as many hours as you can a day, but you know, play a few rounds pretty often. I think you can stay. What's the phrase? Stay greasy with it. Stay fluid. Keep your skills up. So here, the circle's closing in. Storm is coming, so I'm like, all right, time to get out of here. Obviously, confused at this point how this chest got left. Again, probably players just not using their headphones, because it's super easy to tell where chests are. I mean, you can hear them pretty clearly with headphones, of course. So here I'm just kind of scouting out the area to see who's fighting, how many people are fighting. See what kind of craziness I might be getting into. So here I decide to just build up. Not really sure where the next circle location is going to be. So I'm kind of just putting up a little fortress to, again, hide myself while I scout that area in the front. Keeping my eye out on the circle behind me, as well as the area behind me. So here I'm like, okay, I gotta build up and give myself some cover if I'm gonna be looking the other way. I think at this point I wasn't as maybe fluid with building as I am now. It's kind of struggling there. I don't have all my building buttons on my mouse. I have like a 12 button mouse. It's pretty great. Just a little extra cover. Come on, there you go. Got it. Again, so here I notice there's only 4 people left, so me and 3 others. Just, again, scouting around to see if I can see any movement. Again, if you want to survive in this kind of game, I guess any battle royale game, it's good to kind of, chill out for a little bit, not move, and even leave your camera still. It's pretty easy to spot movement that way. Just looking around. If you can see in the bottom right, I have my sniper pulled out. I'm just ready to pick someone off. I think, do I hear some shooting here? Or, But again, just waiting. So we got about 5 seconds till the circle starts to close in. There's a storm. So here I notice the guy's building all the way over there. Something's happening over there. Obviously, it's 2 guys fighting. One of them just lost. So I don't immediately take any shots. I want to see what he's going to do. Obviously, I'm sure he's keeping an eye on his map, so he's going to start trying to build up in a strategic area. He does have slightly higher ground than I do, I think. And you'll see here in a minute, he's going to build up a little bit higher than that. So at this point, again, it's me and 2 other people. Me, that guy across the way, and then one other guy that I haven't been able to spot yet, which is why I'm kind of frantically looking around to see where he might be, either building up or running across the field, trying to get a vantage point. Looking behind me to make sure he's not sneaking up. So I see this guy across the way. He's starting to, I think it's called a 1x1. Just kind of build up a few levels high. Obviously, that's a metal structure, so there's no way I'm gonna take that down easily. Here, I think I'm hoping for him to peek his head out so I can get some type of potential shot on him. There's a little hot air balloon, some loot. So I can't spot the other guy that's potentially out there. So I kind of have my eyes focused on this guy right here. I think he's going to start. I think he sees me at some point. Yeah. So I think I take a shot at him here. Or he lobs some grenades over. And oh my goodness. What a shot. What a shot. Let's see that again. And whoosh. Headshot. Yeah, again, at this point, I'm freaking out. I'm like, holy shit. First of all, I had an amazing shot. Second of all, it's me and one other guy. Like, I don't think I've been at this point yet. So I come around here. Obviously, that guy was over there alone, so I come over to this side to see if I can spot anything. Run around. Here, I don't know, I make the decision to run out in the open just to kind of see if I can direct some fire, and sure enough, it works. Block, block, block. And boom. There it is. I'm not sure if that guy was a mobile player. I think the way that he was kind of moving around made it seem like he was a mobile player. I'm not really sure. But regardless, I got the victory, and I can be super happy for that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching that. If you guys play Fortnite, let me know. How long did it take you to get your first win? But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. I hope you take care. And as always,